What do you think of that, guys? I finished that off last night when I turned the TV off, turned my phone off, and turned all the screens off. I think it's the first time I haven't watched TV in a good while. So let's get on with the show. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about being okay with things being okay. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because probably summer last year, everything was going fantastic. And at the time, I didn't realise it was actually going fantastic. I just felt it was going okay. I was constantly looking for the next big thing for me to do, the next challenge, the next thing that I wanted on my wish list, the things that I wanted to do, the things that I wanted to get. And I didn't realise that that time of okayness was actually really good. I've talked so far on this channel about going into the future, into the past, and not living in the present. And when you do that, you rob yourself of that time of just things being all right and being good. And this has happened a few times in my life where I look back on times that I thought were okay or fair or, you know, maybe even not so good, boring. And I look back and I think, God, they were easy times. They were happy times. They were times when I'd go, you know, a job, money, friends, food in the fridge, which people take for granted nowadays. You know, carpet, a car, you know, things that people take for granted. Those things can easily be taken away from you. And because we don't appreciate them, and because we're always thinking of the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, we forget to enjoy that moment. And I'm here today to tell you that you need to enjoy the moment that you're in and appreciate things being okay and being all right and being good. And not brilliant. So don't go striving for, oh, if I get this car, then my life will change. If I get this phone, then my life will change. So my son, bless him, is currently saving up for a VR headset. Now he's already got 2 VR headsets, one here and one at his mom's house, but he wants the latest version. And I said to him, you do realise that once you get that VR headset, you will pretty much play exactly the same games on it. Even though it's a better model, you will play exactly the same games and you'll do the same things. And the reason why I know this is because when I was younger, the thing to have was a new PC. So desktop PCs, not laptops. And you would strive and save to get a faster, you know, it was, at the time it was like Pentium 1, you know, Pentiums had just come out, that's how old I am. And I thought, wow, if I get a Pentium 1 processor, 233 megahertz, which is insanely slow by today's standards, I think my phone is probably better than that. My life will be better. And then what happens is you get the PC and you realise that you're just going to use Windows and Word and Excel and games that you used on your old PC, and you've spent a lot of money, wasted a lot of time striving for that, and then you've already got it here with you. And I think that will happen with the VR headset. I might be wrong. You might get endless joy out of that extra bit of processing speed or colour walkthrough or whatever he's going to get from it. But I do think that this analogy really applies to our life. You're constantly thinking, if I get more money, if I get another job, if I get another girlfriend, if I get another boyfriend, if I get another wife, if I get another... By the way, I'm not after another girlfriend or a wife, if my wife is watching. But that constant striving, and it's called the hedonic treadmill, which means that you're never happy with what you've got. As soon as you've got the one thing, you want the next thing. You probably do this in your life where you go, I can't wait till it's spring, so it's sunny. Then you get to spring, it's like, I can't wait till the summer because then I'm off work. Or I can't wait to get a promotion, or I can't wait to get whatever. You're constantly striving, which is why we're surviving. We're striving to survive. But by constantly wanting things, we're robbing and appreciating the things that we want and that we've got today. So this is my message to you. Look around you. Switch the TV off. Switch the TV off last night. It was brilliant. Switch the TV off. Switch your phone off. Don't even look at Alexa. Don't look at any screens. And appreciate exactly the moment that you're in. Now you might look around and immediately see the problems, because that's what we're designed to do. We're searching, a bit like Terminator. Oh, that's a problem. You know, I mean, over there we've got a bit of wallpaper that's come off because of putting decorations up with sellotape. Genius idea. And so I'm looking at that thinking, oh, I really need to get that wallpapered. But what I'm forgetting is the fact that I've got a wall in a house that I'm in. You know, some people are homeless, some people live in, you know, in poverty, and I'm not appreciating my relative wealth because I'm looking at that bit of sellotape thinking it looks terrible. And I guess it comes back to the gratitude thing, and I haven't talked much yet on the channel, but like, you know, obviously being grateful for the things that you've got, the people that you've got around you, just making sure that you are taking note of that and remembering it. It's funny we were talking about this today because I told an analogy to a friend of mine who was having some issues with his kids running about and him getting annoyed with them. And I'm not exempt from being annoyed by my kids or by people around me. But I saw a thing, and I can't remember where I saw it, so I'm sorry if it was you and I haven't credited you, but it said, if you can imagine yourself when you're 70 years old person, you can't sort of run about, move about very easily. All your kids have grown up, and you know they see you every now and then on a weekend or ring you for half an hour, and you're kind of near death's door, and you could wake up for 10 minutes in the age that you are now, and I mean you right now, even if you feel old today, but you'll feel older in the future. Do that sort of mental shift, that change of paradigm. You're an old person, and I mean mega old, and you could wake up for 5 minutes and have your kids running about, messing about in front of you, and you could play with them and interact with them as you were today, then you would appreciate it a lot more. There's a really good film called About Time, and it shows the relationship with time and the parents with their kids and things like that. Have a watch of that. That's pretty good. But don't obviously I've just told you to turn the TV off. Do it on another day. But just imagine that scenario. You wake up and you can see your kids messing about, leaving crumbs everywhere, being annoying, singing songs while you're trying to read something. You will appreciate that a lot more, because you would appreciate it in the future. You don't appreciate what you've got when you've got it at the moment. Joni Mitchell, you don't know what you've got till it's gone. Be mindful, be in the moment, forget what's coming, forget what's gone, be here today. As Oasis album said, be here now. I hope you like the channel. I hope you like the content. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to do one every day. I'd be grateful if you could consider liking and subscribing and commenting and interacting. And also follow me on AJ1 Blogs, which is where I'm putting these videos out. And hopefully they'll get better over time. But I'm thinking in the future, let's just deal with the one I've done today. Have a good day. I'll speak to you soon.